Today, it's the Batman and Robin wave from McFarlane Toys. Like many of you, I am not a fan of the 1997 Batman and Robin film. Tim Burton's '89 film got me into Batman and comic books in general. 3 years later, I was completely blown away by Batman Returns, none of it being what I expected, and that was a good thing. As the years rode on, my Batman fandom grew, as my love for the films being released in the character's name did not. I wanted more Tim Burton. Gotham is a weird place, with weird villains and vehicles and environments. There is a man who dresses as a bat to battle clowns, cats, penguins, and scarecrows. Tim Burton was exactly the right fit for Batman, but it was no longer meant to be. Having said all of that, although I am not a fan of the '97 Batman and Robin movie, I appreciate it. I am a '60s Batman TV show fan as well, so I enjoy the camp for what it is. And now it's more fun looking back on something that was being served up to me that was not what I wanted or expected again, just like Batman Returns, but that time instead of pleasing me, it upset me. McFarlane's new DC Multiverse Batman and Robin movie wave show the unique and fun designs of the costumes and how they translate very well to action figure form. These are figures I never imagined being made for the DC Multiverse line, but after the Batman 6-pack set came out, it started making many of us collectors wonder if that was where it was headed. I'm here for all the movie figures. Love the Dark Knight set, Batman 6-pack, and of course these figures. Poison Ivy is a standout. The likeness is just the right mix of Uma Thurman in the film and a tinge of comic book Ivy. The color scheme for Poison Ivy already works, but for this figure, it really pops. If you're thinking about like how she might look in Batman the Animated Series, or how she looked like originally in the late '60s comic books when she was first introduced, she fits in your rogues gallery anywhere. Robin looks great. I compared the costume to the one in Batman Forever, and with what I tend to like aesthetically, the Robin Nightwing hybrid from the film works for me. It looks a lot like Chris O'Donnell too.
You're about to become compost.
Alicia Silverstone was everywhere in the 90s, from Clueless to about every Aerosmith video, so her being Batgirl was a no-brainer for the casting department. The figure looks great. No Batman movie wave is complete without Batman. The new plastic cape style is more of a thin style that's easier to manipulate, and the likeness is fine. However, I was never a fan of this Batsuit.
Winter has come at last.
Having always had a soft spot for Mr. Freeze, and being a huge fan of the reinterpretation from Batman the Animated Series, I was excited to get this Mr. Freeze figure. The likeness to Arnold is just wow. I would prefer if the suit had more of the silver or metal look to it, like the shiny suit in the film, but I am sure that will be in a re-release. What's really cool is these figures blend really well with all of your DC Multiverse figures. Whether you're doing a live action with a comic book style or what have you, as long as you're doing 7-inch, they seem to work well together. And that really makes this Mr. Freeze, and especially this Poison Ivy, her being the only one in the line so far, a standout. I really like the idea of a movie universe in my shelf where all the heroes and villains from different films coexist. Thanks to McFarlane Toys, this is more and more possible for collectors. I am looking forward to some more film figures from Batman '89, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, whatever they're serving up. Now, if we can only get a Freeze truck vehicle for Mr. Freeze to ride around in.
Cool party.